What's going on YouTube? Today we got LeBron proves he's not on Michael Jordan's level. Let's get into it. What did Brown say now?
After the win over New Orleans, LeBron kind of said that he was dealing with some stuff, feeling under the weather, and kind of gave as much as he could to the team. And today we talked to Troy and Wendy, and they kind of echoed that.
Assists in his early season. LeBron didn't make a three the other night. Past the halfway mark. Here's LeBron. LeBron.
Okay, this what this is about.
LeBron hangs it.
Oh, let's see. Missed.
And 26 points tonight. They average 115. They've blown right past that.
Oh, hell no!
His first three wasn't close. And this game looks like it belongs to the Utah.
All throughout NBA history, we've seen superstars have great big-time performances facing adversity, whether it be injuries or even sickness. Looking back to the 1970s, you had Willis Reed in the NBA Finals coming out and playing on literally one leg. Also, Isaiah Thomas in the late 80s went off on the LA Lakers with a severely sprained ankle, and especially Kobe in 2013, where he nailed 2 free throws with a torn Achilles. Those moments right there go down in NBA history as iconic moments, as once again those players battled through injuries and elevated their status to almost mythical proportions. And when speaking about the greatest injury game or the greatest sick moment, that of course is Jordan in 1997 in Game 5 of the NBA Finals.
Maybe it was takeout food. The Bulls' Park City dwelling in Utah does not have room service, but at 5:10 Utah time, Michael got to the arena.
And Marv, I talked to him, I said, how do you feel? He said, I really feel horrible. But his history in games where he's either been hurt or sick has been bad news for the opponent. And as you can see, he's ready to go tonight. Marv?
And for this moment, the stakes could not be higher, as heading this game, the series was tied at 2 games apiece, with Chicago going back to Utah. And depending on who you ask Jordan this game, he either had the flu, altitude sickness, he was hungover, or maybe even had a bad pizza from a local business. Whatever it may be, Jordan this game undoubtedly was under the weather. And much like Willis Reed, Kobe, and Isaiah Thomas, Jordan this game elevated himself to mythical status, having 38 points, 7 boards, 5 assists on 48% shooting. And even more impressive than that stat line was how great he was in the fourth quarter, having 15 total points, a game high, and the final minute having 4 points, including a crucial 3 to ice the game. And when speaking about teammate help, yes, Jordan had Hall of Famers, but in this game, they were well below average, as Scottie Pippen only had 17 points on 29% shooting, and Dennis Rodman was probably hungover, as he himself only had 2 points, including 6 fouls.
Go get him. Oh!
And to once again emphasize how massive that game was, statistically, winners of Game 5 in a series win that series nearly 70% of the time. So Jordan having the flu and balling out, having nearly 40 points, was not only massive for the series, but also NBA history. And of course, that Jazz team he played wasn't too bad themselves, winning 64 games with a couple of Hall of Famers. Now, with Jordan's sick game out of the way, that brings us to LeBron James, who, as you guys know, for the past 20 years, has played second fiddle to Michael Jordan in nearly every respect. And when it comes to these two players, they're compared daily, weekly, yearly, they're nitpicked, dissected, and every little game has some meaning to the overall GOAT debate. And unfortunately for LeBron this year, his Lakers team is pretty trash, and once again wallowing in the NBA lottery.
Oh no! We suck again!
And to add insult to injury, LeBron has
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, I'm starting to like the little funny clips, edited clips.
been under the weather for a couple of days. And most recently, he had flu-like symptoms and a sickness that was undisclosed. And unlike the GOAT Michael Jordan, LeBron in his flu game wasn't exactly all-time great. In this matchup versus Utah, he only had 17 points, his lowest this season, 10 boards, 8 assists, on 37% shooting the field, and 0 of 5 from 3. And ironically enough, LeBron in this game was playing the Utah Jazz. And going into the fourth quarter, it was a very close and competitive game.
Damn, the
with
Jazz
Utah up by
did
5
bad with their
points.
jerseys.
But unlike Jordan 97,
The old Jazz
LeBron in
jerseys
the
was
fourth
fire.
quarter was
Nah,
absolutely
I ain't
abysmal.
gonna lie, the away
Going
jerseys,
1
the
of 5,
orange shits
only
is
3
fire.
points, multiple turnovers,
I don't know if they still
as
got
well as
those.
lackluster defensive plays. So once again, in this match, LeBron James had an opportunity to have an all-time good game, battling sickness as well as adversity. But like many times before, him and his Lakers team folded like a cheap suit in that fourth quarter. With that being the case, LA now is second to last in the Western Conference and officially a dumpster fire of the NBA. And looking past the stats, the overall standings, this Lakers team has no spirit, no energy, and no will to win outside of Westbrook, who actually has been pretty good coming off the bench. Now, I won't go all in on tearing the Lakers apart right now, as there'll be plenty of time for that.
Hey.
But looking at LeBron James once again, his past 2 years in LA have been complete garbage. When he plays Lakers, have an abysmal 27-38 record, and he's missed 37 games. Look at Michael Jordan's last year in the NBA. That season, his team won 37 games with him playing all 82 at age 40. Yes, Jordan at that point didn't have LeBron's gaudy numbers, but most importantly, he was available and played through multiple injuries to play all 82 games. And ironically enough, LeBron James last night sat out versus the Utah Jazz, who Jordan played against in '97 for that flu game. When talking about ranking players all time, who's the best, who's second, who's third, these little stories and moments of playing through adversity is what makes someone like Kobe and Jordan so iconic. Yes, you can have 35 points, 10 boards, 8 assists, and have a really nice stat line. But if you want to add the context to some all-time great players, Kobe and Jordan have those stories that elevate them to GOAT status. And right now for the NBA, we're just getting started with this season, but looking at LeBron's overall play, taking into context the era, the pace, the defense, compared to Jordan age 38, I am really compelled to say Jordan was actually better at that age. As looking at the per 75 stats, Michael Jordan averaged 27 points per game, 7 boards, 6 assists, 2 steals, a true shooting percentage of nearly 47%. Compared to LeBron, who this year only averaged 24 points per game, 9 boards, 7 assists, 1 steal on 51% shooting on true shooting percentage. It's definitely pretty comparable, and for an age 38 Jordan, who was considered washed at that point, he holds up very good versus this version of LeBron James.
Right now, LeBron's average 29.5 motherfucking points. No 30-year-olds ever did that in the league, ever. Ever. The best 30-year-old ever was. The best 30-year-old. Yo, chill. Let me just chill. Because we chat now. Now we just chat. LeBron is the best 38-year-old there ever was. You know? We know this. This is a fact. A fact, a known fact. Nobody's as good as LeBron was at this age. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it with the blasphemy, man. Okay, everything else you said was correct. But stop.
And even going one step further, looking at the pre-All-Star break stats, just the raw overall numbers, Jordan pre-injury was better than this version of LeBron James, averaging 25.1 points on 42% shooting with 6 boards and 5 assists. And before that big-time injury, his Washington team had a 26-21 record and were a top 7 seed in the Eastern Conference. Once again, compared to LeBron's Lakers, who last year weren't even a top 9 seed, and this year were the second worst team in the Western Conference. So, with that last point being made, that is the end of the video. As always, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next time.
And that's the end of this one, y'all. Let me know how y'all feel. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all don't think 38-year-old Jordan was better than LeBron. 38-year-old Jordan is not better than 38-year-old LeBron. That's one thing we could. I hope we could come to agreement with. You know, it don't even make sense, bro. Everybody knows LeBron is ridiculous right now to be 30 years old. And yeah, you could say the 4 years or 3 years in college that Jordan spent. I don't know how many years he spent in college, but that, you know, I'm out of here. Lost my train of thought. Oh shit. What am I doing?